So you've heard about the Chimp Paradox, you've seen the book, but you're not really sure of how this powerful mind model can really affect your life? Then let me help you. Hi, my name is Nigel Richards, and in this video I'm going to give you a 3-phase summary of how the Chimp Paradox mind model works, how you can apply it, and which is something that I've done over the last 10 years for my own life and had some pretty good results. So let's take a dive into the first part. This book lends itself really well to being split into 3 sections, as you can see by the contents. And I fully agree, and this is the way that you should start to learn and implement the Chimp Paradox. This is first done by learning how the Chimp Paradox works within the 3 parts of your mind. Secondly, how this works in other people, how you can best optimize your relationships with other people. And finally, how to use it to create success, happiness, and resilience so you can handle whatever life throws at you. So let's get into the first part, your inner mind explained. In the book, Steve explains that Steve Peters is the author, by the way. He explains that the 3 main parts of your mind that you need to be aware of are the human, the chimp, and the computer. When you're aware of these 3 parts and how they react to each other, then you're in a much better place to manage the thoughts which are produced on a daily basis in your mind and then apply it to your life. So basically, the human part of the brain is you, and when you're thinking logically. The chimp part of the brain is a defensive mechanism installed within us all, the most ancient part of our brain. And thirdly, the computer is a powerful reference center where stored the previous experiences in our life and our values and the powers of our life force and the truths of life, what you really believe life is about. In the first half of part 1, Steve goes into great lengths to try to get you to understand that there are 2 trains of thought in your mind. The yourself, the logical thinking part of the brain, and the other part, which is the limbic system, which is the chimp, which is thinking pretty much in survival mode, keeping you safe. And it's got 2 objectives: 1, to keep us safe; 2, to produce the next generation. And that's pretty much how it spends all its days. The chimp thinks in a pretty much of a jungle mannerism and causes you to act pretty much like a chimp when it fully takes over your brain, hence why Steve has called it the chimp. And the other part, the human, thinks as I say, in logical facts and figures and lives within the laws of society. So you've got these 2 raging within your head at any one time of the day, and it's knowing that which one is the dominant aspect of your thoughts at any one time. He then goes at great length to ensure that you understand that the chimp is only offering you the thoughts, is whether you accept them or not. And that's one of the great secrets of life, is whether you can learn to accept the chimp thoughts or reject them. He then moves on to explain how to manage this primitive inner beast that we all have within our minds. And he then explains that the 3rd part of the brain, which is the computer, and that's pretty much an all-encompassing part of the brain, very powerful part, which can go somewhat to stabilizing the chimp thoughts and very much so overpower the chimp as it runs at a much faster, more powerful speed. So it's very important that computer part of your brain is programmed right, and Steve does go into detail in that first part to ensure that you do know that fact. So just as a quick summary of part 1, you are then taught how your brain works. There are 3 parts in the brain, how you understand which part you're working on at any time of the day, and that's basically understanding that machine within your head. In the second part of the book, Steve then goes on to help you understand how the chimp works in other people and how you can get into the best state of mind to increase your relationships and reactions to other people and therefore create the world around you. The final section of the book is the one that really interests me the most. But as I said in the beginning, the book is set out in the correct way to learn this mind model. First of all, understand how the machine works in your head. Apply it to your world and the people within your troop around you so that your world becomes a better place. And then finally, work on the last section on the success, the happiness, and your health, and the rest of the things that come with a good life. Once you get to this stage, then it's really exciting, because this is the sort of things that Steve uses on his Olympic athletes, such as Victoria Pendleton, Chris Hoy, Ronnie O'Sullivan, Liverpool Football Club, and those sort of athletes that he's had great success with. This is the section where He explains the steps to success and how you have to manage that inner voice within your mind to get to that great success that those athletes have got. Now bear in mind, myself and perhaps you are just normal people, and you may dream of winning a gold medal, but the reality of us ever doing it is totally unrealistic. But what you need to do is to set your own gold medals in your life, decide what you want, and use the methods that they're using to get your gold medals. Like for me, it was just to run from one lamppost to the next. Then it was to complete my first non-stop mile. Then it was to get my weight down enough so I could actually run a 10k, and then a half marathon, then a full marathon, and then went up to the ultra running. And it's the same in business. I just was in a better place with the machine in my head, and I was able to stage the growth of my business up. And I think that's what you need to use this last section of the book for. And this is where people, if you get to that last section, that is, which I encourage you to do, but work through the others first. But many people get stuck in that first section. They learn that they've got a chimp, they name it, and they laugh about it, and they don't move past any further. You need to go right through section by section, get to this last bit to experience the real success of what the Chimp Paradox can really do in your life. There again though, if you only get through the first section and you realise you've got a chimp and you're able to manage that, then life will become better for you. It's only a very brief summary of this book. I hope it's encouraged some people to possibly buy it or to watch some more of my videos, because once you are able to manage this, then you will definitely live a more happier, calmer, successful life. If there are any parts on this that you'd like me to do specific videos on, then please put in the comments below. I'd love you to subscribe to the channel as well, because I do intend to carry on with some more, particularly along the sort of success route, if people would like me to do that. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you.